Okay, so the video for today is based off of based off of the poll from what topics you prefer. And this one is signs, understanding the signs from the universe. Thank you guys for participating in that voting so that I can know what you want to hear. But anyway, signs from the universe. First of all, when you're talking about signs, you're talking about some form of communication. And in order to communicate with anyone, you have to understand the ways in which they communicate. Because anything could be communication if you're not sure on what's communication. Everything could be something. But communication from the universe typically is different for each person. What you're going to experience are things that specifically can grasp your mind. Some people do not need a lot of action in their life in order for them to understand that they need to make a move or they need to make a change or something in their life. But then you have other people who may have faced trauma, who may suffer from mental illness, who may suffer from different things or experiences in their lives that prevents them from catching the signs immediately. And they unfortunately end up having to be forced through circumstances, a whole bunch of different things that happen in our lives to get our attention, to put you in a place where you can get the message. So first of all, the universe is always going to be responding to your request. What signs the universe is sending is all dependent upon what it is that you're asking for. And you are subconsciously always asking for something, regardless if you are intending to or not. So whatever it is that you are asking for, however you are vibrating, this is the language that the universe understands from you. So our responsibility and our due diligence as beings who are trying to progress and create lives for ourselves, we're responsible for our inner selves and the messages that we are translating to the universe, because this is now what the universe is speaking to us. And we wonder why we see things so many times, or something keeps coming back to us, or something comes to us and we feel that it's out of the blue, when it is truly we have asked for something, whether intentionally or unintentionally, and it is finding its way to us. So when we talk about understanding signs from the universe speaks in a few ways: directly with numbers, through animals, through things that you may feel to be a coincidence. The word coincidence, I think, should be used for how the universe speaks. You think it's a coincidence, but it's not necessarily a coincidence. It is fated. So when we look at these things, it even goes deeper into signs. You may just be driving and it may be a message on a truck. It may be you listening to the radio and it's a message on the radio, or you may just be strolling through TV. You may get a text from a friend. Like, there are so many signs. Now the question comes to play is, how do I know that this is a sign? The best way to be receptive to the messages of the universe is to be grounded. When you are not grounded, when you are emotionally unstable and mentally unstable, you are not able to perceive things the same as you would if you were to be more calm, more relaxed, more in control of who you are and how you feel. There's a different way that you look at things. You are more vulnerable when you are emotional or mentally impaired. That level of vulnerability makes you sensitive to any and everything. So it's harder for you to decipher between a sign and just me grasping and making something into nothing. So when we talk about signs from the universe, again, in order to interpret messages specifically for yourself, or to know that this is a sign for me, you must remain grounded. Remaining grounded looks a lot like calm energy. I'm relaxed. I'm not over anxious. I'm not trying to be in control of the situation. I'm doing my part, putting in my effort, but I'm also releasing it so that my effort has room to germinate, grow, add to, build upon. I'm not so anxious and so desperate. I'm not putting desperate energy in the mix of what it is that I have going on. That's going to attract to you the opposite of what it is that you want. So when you're understanding the signs of the universe, or when you're preparing yourself to start saying, hey, I'm going to start being more receptive to the signs that are happening in my life, you begin to ground yourself. Drink more water. Feed your body. Make sure that you are feeding your body. Taking care of yourself. Start resting. Start focusing on things that you enjoy, that cultivate happiness. Spending time with children, getting things organized, releasing some things off your plate, journaling, taking loads off your mind. Keeping yourself grounded is always you releasing your energy. It is self-care. It is making sure I am protecting myself from falling into a state of vulnerability where I'm unable and I feel helpless and I'm not as strong as I know that I can be. That's the first step to understanding the sign from the universe.